hope my joints won't get rusty. Please note, high chance of rainbows. Suggested observation spots marked on the map. Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! Listen! We've got updates on the wild hunts!
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps... True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Riri's... Well, we'll just get enough to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are... Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated kuvak. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a... You sure have been looking for... Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nagcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel set.
I know. They're
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the... Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been... Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like... Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because... I'll send a Nafa over to Nashit. Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most... His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey, what do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have... Got it. Let's go then. You coming along in...
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition...
All right. We'll see you. This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! What?
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump.
But how?
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you...
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If the murder happened not long ago, the Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a no obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means.
Entering unopposed. So,
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he is not.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive, but neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go out. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have... We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to... Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which...
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but...
Let's approach the issue this way. First,
Yeah! What reason would...
none as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen... This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in disguise to... He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been... Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or...
Steady now. Our friends should be back.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class reward. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things...
Oh, right! Before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be a... Hey! Why...
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid that, setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on a... Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
Let's go! Mind the wind!
Up and away!
Easy now, Kakuku!
All time, bro! Whoa! Fog's really rolling in. Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's go see!
Till at last, part ways.
Monsters! Rise. Click.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Insulation chamber deployed.
No, my soul!
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. There's something inside it. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? A fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flintz's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
How shall the Savior
Opening box of the Death Knight dress. Wheel of Life.
Nothing personal!
Preparing for dust up. Insulation chamber deployed.
Let's go!
Life goes on. Up and away! Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick! Use the lantern!
Operissos. Ja valute satse si por ambos kalun. Senti che stuen.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutto mi nectorai desnevite.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern, now!
What?
escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rara out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere... To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearing, I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar, yet I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had... Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled...
Is that what Rara claimed belonged to him? That must be what...
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think, were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract?
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding as... Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Riri. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me?
Well...
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so they alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect other... They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rara could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Raria ruthless, but a purveyor of You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might...
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But the higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there for... Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if... So he waited. And he waited. Until the world... One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerere's head.
Oh. Well, at least we now know that he...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he want?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Let's go! I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow
Yeah. Guess Nasha...
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have...
Oh?
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for the...
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is... if there's anything else you'd like to look into... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we... But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt...
We'll do our part too. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leak. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never...
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before you... As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and...
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of...
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed at... He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is. You mean this?
I'm not. But that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before. Well, it doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance. So the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words...
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
If you need help with carrying this stuff, I'll get Kakuku on it.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your... We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sosi. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from...
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by... As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, and I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job and eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers what's with those fake...
You've provided us with some very crucial information. We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the...
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the... 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has all... But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon work...
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. In sleep.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep.
a reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my...
Well, guess we'll just...
That would be good, yes. Feel free to...
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my... I see. Fortunate then that Abyss...
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could
All right. I suppose I do. Your deductions have been quite correct. You know humans well. And but some things that humans would consider difficult.
So, you mean...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the... This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all...
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rear, and the Cannon.
Well, you need us to get you where you need to be.
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my...
Can you even go back there right now? Aren't there...
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an... And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am...
All right, then. We'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? Paimon's...
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret.
Paimon's lips are sealed, too.
All right. Thanks again for your...
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest.
Resting? We're all about to be done for! Flint's is a Wild Hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done.
Or are you in cahoots with him?
What happened? Did something... But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain. Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down,
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich... Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nef-
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their... But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait! It's...
All right, all right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, the...
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold... So, Paimon, You've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with... Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates. News spreading among... Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. And amidst it all, Flintz's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may...
So, did Flint's make his... And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the curator, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lamp.
Aw, come on, pause.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something...
Might he intend to come back and get it... Well, he's out of harm's way now.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is... We got lots of new
All right, then. Let's have this discussion.
Here's the thing.
Huh?
I see. So Flint's has a fragment.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again? Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use. In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him.
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been... Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been
This much is pretty easy to understand, but... Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself? Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use...
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of...
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I feel...
Then we best act fast.
a feeling we all share.
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. And Neffa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one.
The curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carry... Never mind you. This... Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so...
Gotcha! Stay... seen the lantern? Has Flick... Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Let's go!
No one's guarding this place, just like he said. But...
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many
Difficult, yes. But it is also to expose the true intentions of this Raria.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint's?
Many strange things happen here.
But that file really did... Hey, come out!
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints?
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay. Phew! Finally finished!
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well! Guess that makes 3.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to note.
Alright! Paimon will go All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, and look, all these smaller scale wild...
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet. Or we would have...
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil...
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive, but now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone's sealing powers watertight exactly.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and abyssal energies meet, and while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale wild hunt anomalies, should
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading—
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question. What? That's odd. We shouldn't have any gap. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's...
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lauma must...
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the
No time for speculation. He's already made his prep. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers, but it is also thanks to you that I found a way.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry.
Such thing. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand? When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then?
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And you were kind-hearted, weak.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams. But now it seems...
Sorry.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall...
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more. But each time, the fragments I obtained while that which you hold in your hand was...
So that's why it responded so strongly.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery of...
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the...
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of
dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet all... What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured. I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy... Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for...
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light! Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated. Like
the air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooky.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back at...
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it.
How could they still be thinking about Mora?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim... After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard...
Even so...
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one...
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible.
Well, about that... People have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me!
They might, if Rarir has already formulated some counter... For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility, high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that we will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have... The Traveler won't make it back in time. So...
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would she go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then she's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon, if they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for...
I do, yes. So it really is you. But why are you here? Really, I believe...
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon.
But...
Say, our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be... But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve, and it is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you.
Then come. I need you to step...
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
I always knew something was off about you.
We won't let you pass. Some abyssal creature, aren't you?
Leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by...
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enough.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat, otherwise rifts will surely form. Prized open. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. Let's go, Enougha. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Let's get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here? Rash attack!
Ultimatum protocol.
You want this? Don't claw! Look, the rainbow!
Defensive mode.
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded.
Aw, alright.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intimi potutos. In necritus necrus baptusi, cenis omnes tu zonos pentusi. Os esticos palatin pirantur resurcu, topirtu aetion veratum.
Well,
sluggish, torpid. This... I can barely muster 10% of my original...
Let me guess. You didn't get a human...
What's with him?
Verfnir, Rheindaughter, Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world... Fools. Time to die! You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, how laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then.
Columbina! What did you do? I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been...
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because there's a Fatui warrant out on your head. And don't you forget that. Don't...
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your...
that was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you. I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall... And then Well, I brought your associate along for the ride, too. But...
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering...
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now.
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island.
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? I'm wondering...
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength... still... It seems my time...
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few town... But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form. While we...
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious cuckoosaur into the... I'm sorry. Is no one...
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more...
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't... If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no...
Is there, still time for... Just kidding! Just kidding. So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. Ugh, you know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now.
That's right. And it still works on normal Wild Hunt anomalies.
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them.
My thanks. For that and for everything else.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often...
Point taken. I suppose that...
You mean, you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well... if you've got a moment... There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But every shadow born of the light shall remember.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that, but we will pursue him to the last. Even if the outcome is not. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
What are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the light bearer. With your blood, you have paved the road. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred. Until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet? Was it not you who Yeah, but aren't you... Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either...
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent. However... Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious...
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his scheme now that he has donned a shape and form. Selling his power short would prove a but that power of his plays host to an... I cannot say if that fixation is directed at them. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove... Well, Sandrone's daily routine is highly irregular. While the... Was that not what... Well then... Have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That... And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if... But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hit. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That